Hey, so over the past couple of months, I've been focused on losing weight. And I'm actually about to finish up. And I've lost just over 5 kilos. But the coolest part about all of this is that I actually learned something that I didn't expect I would along the way. That lesson was moderation. Alright, so you see, all my life, I was sort of used to this going all-out mentality. So, as a kid, whenever we would go out to restaurants, I would always try and order the biggest item on the menu, so that way I got the best value. I always wanted the biggest dessert when we would eat out. And I noticed at parties that other people, they would often try and drink as much as they possibly could. Obviously, though, while I was losing weight, I did have to give up some of these things. However, naturally, situations did come up where I couldn't completely forgo these things. I think probably the best example I can come up with is the dessert that I eat most nights. It's the caramel Cadbury ice cream, but I also have the Mars bar ice cream sometimes. They're both about 140 calories to 200 calories. I was actually inspired by an Instagram reel, so I'll usually eat this most nights. And much to my surprise, I thought this wouldn't really fill me up much or be that nice or that satisfying, but it actually satisfies pretty much all my sweet cravings, despite it being a much smaller dessert. And the interesting part is that I've actually carried this approach to my whole diet. With just a little bit of care, eating out at a restaurant is actually quite easy. Desserts can be had, and from time to time, I can even enjoy a few drinks. In fact, I would even go as far as to say that I prefer indulging in moderation. I don't get bloated, I don't get hungover, and I still get to enjoy my treat. And the best part is that it tastes a lot better too when you eat a bit less. So, coming into my bulk, I'm actually going to take this philosophy with me. Because I think the funny thing is that this lesson isn't just about food. It's just where I first noticed it. For me, moderation applies to more than just food, but also to time, money, and so much more. For example, let's take going out to a restaurant for dinner. If I just order a normal sized main meal, focusing on getting enough protein and not overeating, rather than opting to get a massive big 3-course meal, it's going to cost me less money, it's going to be less time, and less calories. This means I can do it more often too. Anyway, that's just my takeaway from this cut. I really hope you guys have enjoyed listening to me and also watching me make some yummy pad Kra Pao. See you next time. Bye.